Welcome back, everyone, to InfoSec Challenges. We have Vivek with us. Now, Vivek, what are some of the simplest mistakes you can avoid when it comes to network security?
There are many things I can talk about in network security, but let me start with the one most common, what I have seen in my past experience. We know that there are many changes go in production, and those changes sometime leave a security design flaw. So when I say security design flaw, if some changes are being made, that could be due to commission a new server or add a new appliance, security appliance, and if engineer or the deployment team is not integrating the existing security perimeter security, then it can lead to a security flaw. What I have seen in my past that companies uh, generally don't refer to any kind of CAS security frameworks or any other best practices to build their security infrastructure. And even if they do, their templates are not there, and sometimes it's being implemented on some of the devices and they don't have it on some devices. So consistency is also a very big concern in big companies, especially. Just to give you an example, one company, we went to pretty big company, I cannot name it, but their conference, when we connected our system and we were on their network, not directly on their internal network, but it was easy to get through. With the network, we had access on to their internal. So that was kind of a test we did, and that those type of problems, result to sometime attack. So these type of issues, we generally recommend companies to use best security frameworks to avoid these type of problems. When you build a network infrastructure, it is very important to understand where your traffic is coming from and where it is going, to understand your ingress and egress points. And then once you build your full infrastructure, then also maintain it is also very important. So companies uh, make so many production changes on day-to-day basis, but never go back and revisit their network infrastructure design, right? That is where generally security design flaw evolves with many changes. So like when it comes to adding a new appliances or adding a new systems and just providing traffic route for those kind of devices, that could lead to a design flaw as well.
Do these frameworks consider advancements in technology? Because that's always appealing to companies of new ways of doing things and automating things as well. Do these frameworks keep those things into consideration?
These frameworks are not generally built or more specific to a vendor products. These are more kind of a fundamental education that what security control you should have on your systems. So those systems could be the latest and greatest systems. As long as you have certain security measures in place, your environment can be secured.
Okay, I see. That makes sense. So as long as the employees are following certain procedures the right way, then things like this, gaps like this, should never happen, regardless of advancements to technology or new appliances.
Yeah, so again, periodic assessment and design assessment, that I don't see companies performing very often. Network security assessment is the one, especially the design and architecture assessment, that is only being done when company is building a new data center or kind of starting from scratch. But once it's built, after that, no one really go back and do their network security design assessment because they think it is working, so it is perfectly fine. But what generally happens when there are many changes have been made on the network that could, leave a security hole on your existing design that might not exist when you have built your infrastructure, but slowly evolved with a lot of changes in the company. So, that's another my generally recommendation to kind of do the security architecture design assessment. So you can see that if there are any gaps, and you can fix those gaps. Not necessarily that you could have only configurational gaps. There are so many vulnerability scans and a lot of other ways to detect the weak securities on your appliances. But there isn't such appliance exists today, even till today, to detect the design flaw. And companies generally realize when either they are in the evening news or they hit to big financial penalties or you know expenses, I would say.
Got it. Yeah. So more often assessments makes sense. Thank you for watching, everyone. As always, your support makes a difference. So please subscribe, like, and comment if you're looking forward to more InfoSec challenges. Until next time, stay secure.